Okay, now I'm going to do my top 10 movies for 2016. Best movies. Now, these aren't the movies that made the most money. These aren't the movies with the breakout star. These aren't the movies that captivated a nation. These are the movies that I went, sat down, watched, and was like, oh, I dig this movie. Personal favorite top 10 movies. Ready? And in no particular order. 10 Cloverfield Lane. I think that 10 Cloverfield Lane was a good movie. And my suspicion is that the Cloverfield is just going to be in the title of several movies that have, you know, some type of odd monster kind of a thing, sort of like Creature Feature or Twilight Zone or, you know, Tales to Astonish, something like that. So I think Cloverfield should definitely be in, is definitely in my top 10 personal favorite movies. Then I would have to probably say Kubo of the Two Strings. That was a good movie. It was a like a paper mache animated type movie. It wasn't really a cartoon, but it had a great story. I love the story, and if it's got a story, then that's all I really need, is a really good story. Next one is Doctor Strange. Of course, he makes the list. I am a huge Marvel, DC comic book type guy, so this list is probably going to be superhero thick. Doctor Strange is definitely a big movie. It brings Marvel into the sci-fi, well, not the sci-fi, but the magic realm, so it opens up a lot of doors. And I think that was a great movie. Captain America, Civil War was also a tremendous movie. It shows how you can just take a big bucket and dump a crap ton of superheroes and villains in a movie, and it makes sense. It was still good. Everybody had a chance to shine. I dig that. Next would be Deadpool. Deadpool is probably the biggest R-rated superhero movie to date, and probably the biggest R-rated in the near future. It was just another really good movie. It was very, very close to the comic book character, and I think that's what made it so good. Birth of a Nation. It didn't get the respect that I thought it should have gotten at the theater, but it was a good movie. It was a really good movie. It told a good story, and it told it well. The Shallows. Another one that didn't get the respect that I thought that it should have, but just one person holding the, you know, captivating an audience and holding their attention for that long, you know, basically by herself. Coming to work every day, filming. It's just her and the shark, man. It's just her and the shark. And I think she did it well. That was another one that I think was a good movie with a good story. Don't Breathe. Wow, that was good. The ending was good. The story itself was good. The whole concept. Like I said, I like a story. If it makes a ton of money, yeah, that's cool. But what was the story about? Was the story good? In this case, the story was pretty freaking good. This next one I'm putting on the list of the best. I did like it, but Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman was opening the door for Justice League and several other movies, and I think that's really cool. It's a setup movie, but coming out at the same time, Batman versus Superman, Captain America versus, you know, Iron Man, you would expect there would be some similarities besides just two dudes fighting each other. I compare it to Cap versus Civil War because in that movie, you know, the heroes are fighting, and it's a superhero movie. Batman v Superman, the heroes are fighting. It's a superhero movie. But in the Captain America movie, there was constant action, and it kept me watching the screen. In Batman v Superman, there was a lot of talking, a lot of setup, a lot of things that were like, how does Lex Luthor know all of that stuff? And I didn't dig it as much. And Batman v Superman, I mean, if it's going to be Batman versus Superman, you expect there's going to be a lot of that versus. They only fought for a few minutes in a nearly 3-hour movie, and that sucked. But Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It's a sidestep. It's a next story. It's another story in the realm of the Harry Potter universe. And I think I like that one. I'm not going to talk a lot about that one, but I dug that one too. I am going to give a couple of honorable mentions. Finding Dora, Jungle Book. That was pretty good actually. And Suicide Squad, which really, if I had a best and a worst, that would be like extra middle, you know, double medium, but it was good enough to be good. And I dig superhero movies. So those are my top 10 2016 movies. Do you agree? Do you have different movies? Did I miss something? Did I add something that you would not have dug and put in your list? Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the content and you like the video, click my face right here in the corner and subscribe. And then like.